Nigga buck in the club like fuck that shit. Got my tone in the club like fuck that shit.
Episode 7. Marc, The Office. I need to hurry up. Marc is hardly touching the ground this morning. He's hurrying to get to the office. I am so lucky to have such a genius of a friend. Victor happened to save me again. Oh, I am so lucky, and I can't wait to tell the others. Hurrying up, Marc is almost at the entrance of this tall building which he has been admiring ever since he set foot for the first time. He used to take a moment and marvel at the architecture, imagining on a couple of occasions he was the architect on site when it was being built. In those tiny moments, Marc was seeing himself wearing a white helmet, walking around with the air of an important person, construction people coming to him for advice. He would draft a deep breath and sigh. If he could only be that man. Anyway, he would be waving a hand as if he is trying to chase those dreams away. Time to get back to reality. It's Monday morning, a beautiful and warm day in Barcelona. The air is fresh. The usual traffic seems to be less heavy today. Marc is feeling light-hearted. All the news he is bringing to the office will definitely upgrade his stardom status a bit. He will be the man. How cool is that? Good morning, Rosa. Marc greets the secretary. She is not responding, but gives him the look. She keeps searching in some files and makes a face. He enters his little office room stacked with all sorts of documents and payments magazines. This is his kingdom. He is so proud with everything he has accomplished over these years, and look at him now. Working in one of the coolest cities in the world. Offices located in the top building in Barcelona, central location, and he gets to have the best job in the world where he deals with payments every day. Oh, how much I love all this. What more can I want from my work? I get to work with payments and be the true passionate payments professional. Yes, I am truly a triple P. Incoming email from Rosa. It is short and to the point. Management committee is to start their weekly meeting. Your presence is required. And here I go, meeting the big cheeses, breathing the same air as they do, and how they will be amazed when I tell them the good news. Marc is all smiles. He fixes his necktie, straightens his back and picks a legal pad. I might be needing this to take some notes. Besides, I look more professional like that. Thoughts quickly flashing through his mind. And yes, he is so excited he hardly remembers how he got into the meeting. The meeting is hosted the usual suspects, as he has heard Roy, one of his colleagues, call the management. The usual suspects are the chief executive, the chief of finance, the chief of risk, the chief of operations, and the chief of IT. They were all well-respected people with years of industry experience. While in their presence, you feel how unlikely it is for them to not know something about the e-commerce industry. So tell us, Marcus, the chief executive picks up the conversation. You seem to have solved a serious issue for our organization. Marc freezes, gulps inaudibly, and stares for a moment. It's Marc, sir. His voice sounds like a squeal. Oh, I am sorry, Marc. I always thought you were named Marcus. The CEO is slightly baffled. Well, sir, Marcus used to work in risk and he got fired last week. Marc's voice still sounds like a squeal. Is that so? The CEO is now scratching his forehead. Those lazy HR people, never telling us who left. Anyway, I'm sure he is replaced now. Go on, tell us what you know. When the meeting is finished, Marc is hardly breathing. He has used all his energy to explain to the management how he pulled his own resources over the weekend to get the top-rated expertise from an industry veteran. How he was so taken with the problem that he wrote a code to destroy the fraud ring, and how these scammers will never touch their systems again. He has been so passionate about it that he has been writing on the flipboard using the half-dried colour markers. Seems no one is really using these. The audience has been fascinated with his findings, and the CEO actually greets him. Marc meets Roy on the way back. Marc, how was it with the suspects? Roy gives him a devilish wink. Nailed them. Marc is glowing. The fraud ring is destroyed and we are not harmed. Attaboy. Roy claps him on the back. maybe too strongly. Surely you will get a bonus for that. You think? Marc smiles shyly. Well, of course, I have gotten so many of these. Roy walks away cockily, clearly showing his conversation is over. Marc is entering his small office, and an incoming email notification is flashing on his laptop screen. It's Rosa again, and her writing style is unmistakable. A note from finance awaits. You can collect at reception. Roy is damn right. Marc smirks. Here comes my bonus. It is a bonus indeed, and it's a fat one. I smell party tonight. Hey Roy, Marc decides to play the hot shot. What was the name of that famous club you speak about so often? Well, Marc, isn't it too expensive for your taste? Roy is playing the arsehole he is. Money is not a problem tonight. Marc is feeling like Superman, and with his hands on his hips declares, everyone is invited tonight. I am buying. Party starts at 9 p.m. Someone started laughing in the back.